All right, welcome to another review of my trip to Japan. This time we're going to see Capital as always, but we're also there to see, I'm looking for other brands. I'm looking for new things that are happening. I'm looking to see trends in the people, and what they're wearing. I'm looking to see what stores are doing there, to see what we can emulate and learn from. I'm looking to see about new brands and meet with people that we might want to work with. So it was really a pretty exploratory trip this time. I went with my wife and my kid. So no Chase this round. He'll probably go next round. We'll get into it and I can walk you through what it looked like. All right, this is a turtle. This was in a temple in Kyoto. It's the Imperial Garden in Kyoto. So we were there just to sightsee in this situation, but I'm always on the hunt for animals. So that turtle's gotta be over 100 years old too. This is just a cool bookstore. Had a bunch of Donald Judd books, which is really cool. Here's Nestrobe. This is one of their stores in Parco. Their stores are so beautiful, extremely warm, incredibly well lit. They're really all about things feeling very cozy and natural because it's all about reusing natural fibers. So this was a really inspiring store. I really like what they did. Then that's one of the Parcos next to it, which is that mall culture is still, that's where you go do a lot of the shopping is still in these malls and just really well curated. This is us driving back from a friend's house. Thought it looked like the Fallen Angels tunnel. So you can see right away too, if you've never been there, how pretty Japan is, how well kept the city is. It's really wild. There's my daughter Gia. This is Mount Fuji. This was on the way to Kyoto. Saw a couple brands I really wanted to check out. There's Quo. This is actually their store. So this is where you can actually build your own watch entirely. And it's a really cool experience if you're ever in Kyoto. Obviously we make our own. We do custom things with them, make our own things for the store. But if you ever are in Kyoto, you can build it from the ground up in front of you. It's really, really cool operation. This is a really great record store that I got to go to that focuses all on ambient, experimental. His whole thing was just about vibes and making sure that setting scenes for living spaces, which is cool. So there's a lot of experimental, just room tone recordings and stuff. And then he also makes his own incense and dyes his own clothes. It's called Meditations. There's the LL Bean. That was from the outdoor event that they were doing. So they're throwing boots into this thing. It was really cool. It seemed more about testing and endurance and talking about the brand as opposed to really trying to sell anything, which is different than what we see here, but it was really cool. Here's one of the vintage shops we looked at. A bunch of these plates and things were again, well over 100 years old, complete relics. This is another vintage store. I've checked this one out a bunch of times, big time. People probably heard of it. It's great. We've been there a bunch of times. It's always got good stuff. It's always curated well. It's really cool to get to see this side of Japan just because so much of it is so urban. The train really allows you to kind of see all that other stuff, which is really great. This is the Stussy store. It's really cool there. They're not doing anything vastly different than what you'd see here, but it's a really minimal, very high-end space. It was a really well curated store, really, really pretty. I was walking through Kyoto as well. I think this is I can't remember what the name of this store is, but they do really high-end consignment. So again, just kind of seeing what the trends are, what's moving really well for them at a high level. So cool stuff there. Patagonia and stuff. Yeah, it's really wild. I've learned since from some people where the Japanese vintage is, which is in actually different countries and stuff, but that's just they don't really keep it. They don't sell a ton of it, which is interesting. So we had luckily really great weather the entire time we were here, which is not always the case. There's Gia, staying with all our stuff, waiting for the cab, take us to the airport, and then we were delayed for 6 hours. So overall, very chill trip to Japan this time. Really fun to have an opportunity to explore a bit more than we do. Normally, it's more about meeting. This case, we had a little bit more spare time. It was a really good trip overall. We'll probably go back in, I think, April, maybe next time. So that'll be fun. I don't know if it'll just be a Chase solo. So this will be very interesting if he runs one of these, or we might go together. I'm not really sure what we're planning. But yeah, it's always fun. It's always a pleasure. It's a unique part of the job that it's fun to share with people because especially with this trip, it felt very personal. So it's fun to let people in and learn a little bit more about what we do and what buying actually looks like. Yeah, cool. Thank you.